Hello, welcome to Purchet. My name is Ronnie, and in today's video, we are going to be finalizing the creation of our host property on Purchet. This is the Purchet host mini series where I take you through how to create your host account and how to create your first listing on Purchet. Now, in the previous video, I showed you how to choose who is allowed to book your property. And today we will be finalizing the creation of our property by uploading some images and our final documents to then posting our property onto Purchet. So right over here, I've prepared some images that I found on the internet for hostels. I'm just going to grab all of these and drag them onto our page. And then just like that, if you scroll down here, you'll be able to see that our images have appeared over here. And then these are the images that tenants are going to see when they open your property. So over here, as you can see, the first one becomes the cover image. So this will be the first image that people will be able to see when they go to the search page. Now, what Purchet has done is they've given you the option to be able to readjust and reorder the way that you want these images to show up. So if you're on desktop, you can hold and drag and then the images will switch, or if you're on mobile, you can click the move up and move down buttons to reorder how the images show up, which is very intuitive so that you can pick the best quality images to show up first so that they will attract more tenants to your property. So right over here, I'm just going to reorder these images a bit, and then just like that, we are done with the images and we can move on to our next step, which is the documents page. So over here, you'll be required to upload the documents to verify that you actually own the property that you're about to post. This is to ensure security and prevent scams of people posting other people's property. However, during this property creation page, you can skip this step and then revisit it later to then upload your property. So for now, I'm going to skip this because I can come back later and then fill in the property documents. So once I'm done filling everything in, I've gone through all of these tabs, made sure to check it once and twice to see that all the details are exactly how I want it. Then I'll come to my last tab and then click this button down here which says create property. Alright, so we just got a notification here which says missing postal address. Now that means that we have something missing on the locations page. So you just come over here to the locations tab, and if you scroll down here, this is where we have the postal code. So if you're in Ghana, you can easily just put 00233 as your postal code and then just leave it like that, and then go back to the last tab and then click create property again. Right, just like that, our property has been created, and you'll be able to see that we got a notification over here which says we should upload our property documents, which I told you that you'll be able to do later. So now if you come over here to the my listings tab, you'll be able to see that our Johnson hostel 10 kilometers from Legon showing up over here, and we can see the first image that we set as our cover also over here. Now it says pending because your property has to be approved by Purchet before it will be shown on the home page. So all you need to do is just wait for a few hours, Purchet to review your property and then approve your property so that you'll be able to then start accepting bookings on Purchet. So I'm going to come back and show you when Purchet approves my property. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes and I just got a notification that my property has been approved. So I'm going to refresh this page so that we will see whether the pending tag over here will change to approved. So over here, as you can see, if you come to the pending, it's no longer here anymore. But then if you go to published, our property is now here as approved, meaning now students or tenants will be able to find our property on the search page. So let's go and see if we can see our property on the search page. So to do that, I'll just come back to purchet.com, the home page, and then I can choose to either search for my property over here or scroll down to the very bottom of the page and then click find accommodation, which will bring us to the search page. And as you can see over here on the side, we have Johnson Hostel 10 kilometers from Legon, which is our property. And now we can click into it, and then that brings us to the property page right here. All right, so let's take a quick look at the property page. Just like we said earlier, the name of the property, Johnson Hostel 10 kilometers from Legon. We have here the images that I uploaded. We can scroll through it. Okay, looking good, looking good. Right, and on the side over here, we have the price calculation. So we set our rent to be per month. So it is telling us that GHS 1000, that's Ghana City, 1000 Ghana City per month for a 2-person room. Now where that is coming from is over here, which is the room sharing option. It's a drop down where we can select the room type. If you remember, when we were creating the room types, we set a shared room of 2 people, 4 people and 6 people, and each of them have their prices, and also each of them have who is able to book it, that's female or male, but we set all of them to male. So for the 2 people in the room, it is 1,000 per month. We can click the 4 people per room, and as you can see, the price has changed to 500 per month. And then if you come down here, you are able to see this Wi-Fi fee, which I added earlier with a video where I showed how to create your first listing. We added a Wi-Fi fee of 100 cedis, which is now being calculated as part of the total that's going to be paid monthly. So now the whole fee becomes 600 Ghana cedis per month. Now over here is where someone would click to book, but I haven't logged in yet. So if I was logged in, you see that the button will say click to book, and then someone will be able to click it and then book your property, and then the money will be sent directly into your account. You'll receive a notification of the person that has booked it. You will then be able to message the person, and the person will also be able to message you. So if you scroll down here, we can see some other information about the property. Here's the description that we placed earlier. Here's the spots that are available. Then we can scroll down here and see the amenities that we placed, the bills we included, and then over here you can see your host card. So we created our host as Johnson Doe. Somebody can click on this to go and view your host profile, and then over here they'll be able to see the map of where your property is right after they've scheduled the viewing or they've booked your property. They'll then be able to see where your property is so that they can move in easily without any hassle. So that's it. Very simple and easy. You can see more information about your property over here. So that's it. Go ahead, follow the steps I've shown you in a previous video and this video, and post your first listing onto Purchet and then start receiving bookings. Thank you very much for following this Purchet host mini series. In the next section of the mini series, I'm going to be taking you through the host dashboard. I'm going to be helping you understand everything that is on your overview page, that's the dashboard page. I'm going to be taking you through all the other pages of the host account. So if you want to see those videos, then make sure to hit the subscribe button on the Purchet channel, and then also hit the notification button so that you'll be the first person to see our next video when it drops. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, my name is Ronnie. Have a good day.